up, and I guess where the band was at that point and the success that we had, it was just nice to show the band in this different kind of light instead of like as big mega rock people, you know, rocking with mud people.
You made a comment about mud people. I don't remember that video. What was that video?
Oh, you such a jerk.
Is that like a popular video?
I love you, man. You
So, one.
Oh, pumpkins! Oh my gosh, we are on the track list. This song comes before 1979, so some of you were probably wondering, did I skip it? I did. This is the last music video they made for the album. This is one of the most life-changing songs for me.
It's very strange talking so much. It's I'm not used to it. I used to talk a lot, and then I made a deal with the band that I would shut up a long time ago. The year was 1994, and I just moved into... No clapping for the year. It was a good year. The year was 1994, and I just moved into a new house. I was like, okay, you know, it's time to write this record. You know, this record that was going to be called Melancholy, which I think it was going to be called that then. And this is the first song that I wrote for that album. This song really embodies the spirit of that time. I just gotten married. I just moved into a new house. The band was achieving the kind of success that people only dream of. I was really hopeful with the idea that I was eventually, and someday, and it looked like it was going to happen, actually have a happy life. Didn't quite work out that way. But But I don't think that's not what I really want to emphasize about this particular song. You know, hope is really the key component in life, because one must have hope and faith to actually get out of bed and do anything in this world. In my mind at that time, I think I was 27 years old, I thought that I had arrived. I supposedly had everything that one would want. You know, the wife, the cat, the house, the car, and the money, and the fame. And but I think what I'm really trying to say here is all I ever really wanted was, a happy home. Hearing them talk about it, it's like, it reminds me of getting married, getting the house, having the cat, and feeling like good times were ahead. Yeah, like I understand that feeling where it feels like everything you've wanted is falling into place. You're creating that happy home that you've always wanted. For me, it's been similar, right? Like I had similar dreams growing up.
Absolutely. And I'll add another layer to it. Not only did I connect to what he was saying there when it was finally coming together for me, but it was coming together for me because of him.
It's my fault. It really is my fault. Sorry about this.
I mean, you know, I say that, and people might think like, you know, it's like a worship thing, it's not that. But I mean, if you talk about something that I can listen to every day for affirmation during troubling moments, music is it. It is that kind of religious thing for me. People go to the Bible, they can read the verse, reconnect with what that is, and move on with the day. Music's that for me. And so having a band like this, what brought me in, man, the nihilistic stuff. Just like me. I watched this clip in 2001 before I even knew I wanted to have kids. And hearing him talk that way was very eye-opening to me because I thought he was like me.
Yeah.
And then he's talking like this. What? Like I couldn't believe it. That speech is the thing that got me to look at the album differently. Because remember, I didn't get into the Pumpkins until 2000. So, you know, the internet's here. So when I got in, I was pulling everything I could. Got this off Kazaa or Napster or something. I remember listening to that speech, and it was a smack across the face. It was like, hey, man, you thought I was your North Star For the nihilistic loner life? No, man. I'm the exact opposite.
You see a smiling face, fireplace, cozy room. A little nest nestled where the roses bloom. Just Molly and me, and maybe makes three. We'll lead you to my heaven.
Hey, I'll cut all that.
I think you should keep it.
All right. Okay, thank you for some encouragement.
And I like your description of like how it's in a way kind of like religion for you, not in the sense that you're worshiping him as a god, but in the sense that the lyrics, the interviews and stuff, you know, you can listen to them and rehear them, and it helps motivate you and helps to inspire you, or in the same way that Psalms and Proverbs or whatever,
Right.
Scripture does for someone else. Like it's different, but in some senses it's similar,
Powerful.
right?
When you don't have the other things, you don't have faith. It's what I needed. This moment allowed me to unlock the music, to dream bigger, and then as I was taking those steps to dream bigger, this was a daily affirmation that I'm doing the right thing.
We're happy in my blue heaven.
All right, let's get to the damn song.
We were talking one day about the idea that in a video, there's so many amazing moments that they would make great photos. So taking that idea in reverse, we hit upon the idea of like, well, what if you could just shoot photos? If you put together all these great photos, would you basically make a different sort of image? So we hit upon the idea of like, okay, let's shoot every piece of this video with a handheld camera. One thing we didn't think about too much was that Elena really likes to move when she's shooting photos so she can shoot different angles, but that creates a shakiness when you line them all up. But it gives the video a distinction and a sort of feel that I can't say I've ever seen in any other video. Well, in true Pumpkin fashion, we'd always avoided literal symbolism, so we thought, well, since we've always avoided literal symbolism, let's in this video do the exact literal image in our minds for each of the lines.
It was really like making a movie instead of making a video. 33s is a very touching song, and I think it's a very symbolic song as well. And I felt like at that point, the three of them, it was a very heavy year for everyone.
And I guess where the band was at that point and the success that we had, it was just nice to show the band in this different kind of light instead of like as big mega rock people, rocking with mud people. In some sense, it was kind of like maybe like the Disarm video, that it showed personality and beautiful images.
The imagery is going to change with each line. So this is a very lyrical song, but I think they did it. They captured each line with the visuals.
Speak to me in a language I can hear. Here will be before I have to go. Deep in thought I forgive everyone. As the clouded streets greet me once again, I know I can't be late. Supper's waiting on the table.
Steeple guide me to my heart and home. Oh my god. That line destroys me.
Yeah.
Where do you usually get married? At church. What's this? I feel like Billy's my uncle, like pushing me down the aisle at my wedding. Like,
Nice.
get up there, young man. I eloped, y'all. I eloped. Invited him and his wife. They were the only ones there for my wedding. Man, did I have that line in my head. Like, the whole, like, trip down there. Like, wow, I'm really doing it. Really doing it. Really doing it. It just, there's a lot of these lines that, like, were just kind of like, do it.
Yeah.
Let it guide you to your heart and home.
The one that sticks out to me is the very first one. And it's, the speak to me in a language
I can hear.
For me, this is like one of the reasons that my wife and I, that we work so well together is that we speak in a language that we can hear. The Avatar, the James Cameron Avatar movie, where they talk about I see you. But it means so much more than just seeing somebody. It means seeing into somebody, seeing their soul. Like, to me, this is the same thing. You're to me in a language, I don't just understand your message and logically know what's going on, but like I hear it, it sinks in. And you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's the line that sticks out to me.
You two, the two of you's dynamic is, everybody's commented on it who really do get each other. It's magic, man. I'm glad we were geeking out about your relationship a little bit. I wanted to go in that space with this song because it really is part of the magic of this is also seeing all of you, all my close friends go through that change.
At the blasphemy in my own jangly wall. Steeple got me to my heart and home. The sun is out and up and down again. I know I'll make it love can last forever. Graceful swans I've never tackled to the earth, and you can make it last forever. You can make it last forever. You can make it last. And for a moment I lose myself, wrapped up in the pleasures of the world. Journeyed here and there and back again, but in the same old haunts I still find my friends. Mysteries not ready to reveal. Sympathies I'm ready to return. I'll make the everlasting can last forever. Graceful swans I've never tackled to the earth. Tomorrow's just an excuse. Tomorrow's just an excuse. And you can make it last forever. You can make it last forever. You can make it last
Talking about the video for a second, I think it's pretty cool. I like how they did like the stop motion with the pictures, but there's something about the way they're edited together to where it almost feels like a fluid camera at the same time. Where I really noticed it was with James Iha and Darcy on the swing. It almost felt like you could tell it was stop motion by the edges, but looking into the inside of the image, it almost looked like a fluid, them swinging on the swings. I don't know, it was just a cool effect. It just gave like a uniqueness to the video.
And I love the final shots of James, Iha, and Darcy together. Their friendship's so underrated in the band and in all the episodes we've done. And I love that reminder in this video that their relationship was tight too, and it's part of the magic of the band. The final thing I'll say, I'll make the effort. Love can last forever. The track after Love is Suicide, I'll make the effort, can last forever.
Yeah.
That dynamic, choosing to do that on this album. If you were to sum up what it was that could change someone like me into what I happily became. Family Man, happily.
Yeah.
You can't sum it up better than that. Love is Suicide. Next track, I'll make the effort. Love can last forever.
Yeah.
That's the whole album. That's the whole album is right there. That dynamic.
Yeah.
I'll leave it with that. I'm Justin. That's James. Thanks everybody. We'll see you.